Show with Night and Day. Buy 5 barista-made coffees and get the 6th free. No catch. Just use their coffee card.
Welcome to the biggest show on earth.
Our biggest show.
The biggest.
This is big.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Friday afternoon. It is the 23rd of August, 2024. And you, my friends, as always, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. And we're live from Beervana in magnificent Wellington City. And Mogi, it's your hometown. How good, my friend, how good to be back.
Oh, it's pretty amazing to be back. It's not my hometown. Levin's my hometown, but I've spent a lot of time in Wellington, almost 20 years. And can I just say, I love the place, but we came in today and just reminded of why I moved, if I'm completely honest with you.
Yeah. I tell you what, Keyzie, you've got a bit of an ear rape because of the gale that you had to walk through. You're going to be, your adenoids going to be okay? Is it all cool?
Jase, you know I had my adenoids removed.
Oh, no,
when I was
removed.
9.
Yeah.
And the adenoids are in my nose. They're gone now. My ears are cold, and genuinely, we're going to get into this soon. That was the hardest wind I've ever walked in. I had to walk, we all did, we were all working on an angle against the wind.
Yeah.
I've seen that in the movies and on telly, but to actually have to do it was brilliant.
It's a pretty standard Wellington Zephyr, just a light breeze, they call that down these ways.
Sure.
No biggie whatsoever. And I mean, you look around here, there's people in shorts, T-shirts, not bothered at all, and that was about 100k.
It was. Can I just say, though, there was, gale force winds outside. That wasn't the biggest debacle in terms of stuff being blown over. We were just, 3 minutes ago about to go on air when a bloke, 60? He leant up against the sign here and against the speaker and toppled over the backbone sign, the PA system, and 3 of the benches in front of our...
It was absolute chaos.
It was chaos, and Jase rushed to his aid, pugs did as well, his glasses fell off. It was an absolute debacle.
I'm only upset that I missed it.
Yeah, well, he literally keeled over, Mogi. He keeled over. I tell you what, with regards to wind... This is where it's an advantage being only 3'8".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And powerfully built like I am. The breeze doesn't get to you so much. But as always, I tell you, the first session has come to an end. And it looks like it's going great guns. I believe it's sort of sold out. But there may be a few tickets for a few of the sessions still. So if you want to come on down, make sure you do. As always, we've got a big show ahead, the Friday Throbber. And because it's a Friday shout-outs, text us 3483. And let's get into the first tune of the day, a bit of Gorillas.
I actually swapped the Gorillas. It's now the Black Keys, Jase.
Oh, why? When did that happen?
That's humiliating, eh?
Oh, for God's sake.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
The Gorillas there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show live from Beervana in Wellington. And interestingly, it's just cleared out as the show starts. It was absolutely pumping earlier as we arrived, fellas.
Oh, it was crazy, all right. And so the way it works is we arrive, the first session sort of ends.
Yes.
They are ushered out, and then a completely fresh set of people arrives for the afternoon session.
Yeah.
And they get to enjoy the big show.
And in between times, the brewery folk here, they get a chance to reset, and there'll be a massive cleaning session that's going to have to take place. I can see very deep puddles of beer scattered all around the place. And if I remember from last time, they had trucks coming around to clean it all up. It'll be spotless in no time.
Yeah, it's a sort of thing whereby, you probably don't have to buy a beer. You could just go and suck up all the puddles on the ground there and be tickety-boo. We had a bit of drama too just before the start of the show with someone keeling over into our sign and knocking over our speakers and all our seating, which was quite dramatic, wasn't it, Keyzie?
And 2 kegs went flying as well. But he seemed totally unfazed. He got up and just sort of... He didn't understand why we were making a big fuss out of the thousands of dollars worth of damage he'd done. But fellas, it is tradition when we're on the road to start the show with a big poll, so should we do that?
Yeah, let's do that. The Big Poll. Yes, indeed. It's a very simple big poll today, actually. Wellington, yes or no?
What's your vibe on this, Mike? Because you obviously spent a lot of time down here in Wellington, right?
Yeah, I'm a hard Wellington yeser. Full support for Wellington. Great people, great city. And it's actually it's been a while since I've been down here, and I have to say the 7,000 job cuts that have come from the new government have done wonders for the place. It's cleared it right out.
Sure.
And it's only the strongest sort of restaurants and bars and shops that have survived now. You don't have the selection that you used to, but now you know which ones are the good ones because the other ones are closed down.
That's right.
Of course, you've got the beautiful harbour out there. You can't beat that for a swim if you're into ice plunges, and of course the wind there, which could either be southerly, northerly, or norwesterly, really takes the skin off your face as well. So it keeps you really well exfoliated and everybody looking super, super young and attractive, if a little grey due to the lack of wind. Sun. Sorry.
Sure. Look, I won't have a word against Wellington. I'm a big fan. I find, the wind and the rain and the disgusting weather very enlivening. There's nothing like coming out of your warm hotel room into a Wellington blizzard. And what I love about Wellington too is the fact that all the buildings in the inner city here really match the sort of grey, sort of dismal weather that's going on, and it creates a real atmosphere. And you get your people on the street just yelling and screaming randomly at you as well. I won't have a word against it.
No.
I thought usually we sort of have contrasting opinions here on this show, but for once we're all in agreement. One of the things I don't like about living in Auckland is you don't know what you're going to get weather-wise. It might start sunny, and then it'll be cloudy, and then it'll be windy, and then sunny again. Whereas at Wellington, it's going to be windy and raining and freezing, and you just know what to wear. You wake up every day, you say, I'm wearing a thermal, I'm wearing a rain jacket, I'm wearing a puffer jacket, and you can fully prepare every single day, which I love about Wellington.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, it is. It's nice to know where you stand with Wellington. And she's like, can I say, Jase, it's not for everyone. Wellington is a harsh mistress.
She is.
But you can't beat her on a good day. She's a generous lover as well. So.
Very generous, very generous. But we want you to have your say, New Zealand, on 3483, and go on the Instagram as well and let us know.
That's right. Our Instagram story, the big poll today, Wellington, yes or no? Pretty simple. Have your say. And if you text us on 3483, we'll send a talk back on the iHeartRadio app. You go in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher.
Great stuff, mate. Keep those shout-outs coming too on 3483. In the meantime, here's a bit of Simple Minds.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Deftones there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Friday afternoon. Tune.
That is a tune.
Now, we're live from Beervana, the beer festival down here in Wellington. And as you can imagine, there's a veritable plethora, a smorgasbord of beersies and breweries down here. And we've got our first guest of the day, Ollie from Sudden Death. G'day, mate. How's life?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Tell me, is this the first time you've been down? You guys have been here, or you've been here before?
Yeah, I've been in Australia a couple of years ago.
Yes,
like work and travel, like every German did, probably.
Sure. Yeah,
but it's my first time in New Zealand. It's amazing.
How's Wellington, mate? It's turned it on for you, bro.
Fucking awesome.
It is.
So tell us about Sudden Death then. When did it all start? What was the idea behind it?
The idea, me and my brother-in-law, we've been to Boston in 2013. And we're big hockey guys. We're big Boston Bruins fans.
Sure. Okay.
And then back then, like, craft beer was not really existing in Germany. So we got there, and then on that very day, like first game day, we played Montreal, I guess. We had nothing to do, so we visited a brewery called Samuel Adams. And they were
Samuel
like,
Adams, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. They claiming they're like the oldest craft brewer, like the oldest brewery in America, and it's like they've been there for like 30 years. Well, thank you. I'm from Germany, but again, like we tried our first IPAs and we got hooked right away, and then we started homebrewing and all that stuff, and then at some point we started the brewery. We've been gypsies for like 5 years, and then 2 years ago we started our own brewery in Lübeck, which is close to Hamburg in Germany.
Right.
We got a 20-hectare kit, and now we're here.
Sudden Death, man. Talk me through that.
Hockey?
How do you come
That's how you play the overtime in hockey.
Oh, right. Yeah.
In soccer, it's called golden goal, which is a little bit like weak.
That would have been a great name for your brewery, man. You strike me as golden goal sort of a fella.
No, man. Like, as a home brewer, you want to have a cool name, and Sudden Death sounded so cool.
So how's the business been going for you? Because a lot of people are getting into this business now. Has it been? We've spoken to a lot of brewers around New Zealand and stuff. It's been some tough times. How's it been for you?
I think it's all around the globe. It's tough times right now.
Yes.
And even the German craft beer scene, even though it's not that big, there were a lot of breweries popping up. And it's the market is like, how you say, like it's saturated.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the good ones will stick and the not so ones will go. But everyone's a little bit scared, but I think that's the normal way how business goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're good, you will stick. If you're not good, you'll be gone.
Yeah.
So you've come all the way. Like, how did you land in New Zealand making beer here? What made you decide to come and do it here?
I woke up that one morning and I got an email from a guy named Ryan.
Right, I know him. Yeah.
Nice dude, by the way. And I thought it's fake. Like, they were like, yeah, we fly you in New Zealand and you pour here at a beer fest and we pay for everything. We're like, yeah, okay, cool. This sounds amazing. Too good to be true.
Yeah, sounds like my dream
Turns out,
job, man.
Now I'm here. So wasn't fake.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So did you just come with a whole lot of kegs, chuck them in the overhead locker, and then
Yeah, thanks to Daxa, we were able to get some kegs here via airplane.
Oh, wicked.
So it's super fresh.
Oh,
Good
bloody
stuff.
beautiful.
fresh beers all the way from
Jump on
Germany?
that.
Yeah,
You'll have
it's
to,
like
you'll have
2
to
weeks
try
old.
some of that. I'm actually really surprised to hear, because, Germany quite famous for its beers.
You're joking.
That the craft beers hasn't really sort of, been a big thing over there.
Yeah, but because like our history with beers is like we have so much like the regular stuff like Pilsners.
Yes.
We have a big heritage with beers over there. So of course craft beer is not getting that big. Like
Right.
craft beer is only getting big in countries where the regular beers are not really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everyone's like in the craft beer industry is kind of bashing macro lagers in Germany. I don't think that's the way to do, because if you go anywhere else like in the world, German macro lagers are still the best by
Yeah,
far.
right.
Yeah, right.
So why would people go anywhere else if your macro lager is brilliant?
Yeah,
Compared like
absolutely.
to the US where you just drink like light beers.
Yes.
Of course people go for pale ales, of
Yeah,
course.
totally.
So we've got Ollie from Sudden Death here, all the way from Germany. Ollie, here in New Zealand, we have a saying, you're a backbone, you're salt of the earth. Is there like a German version of that? Like, you're the backbone of this country.
Somebody who's a good person, a solid person.
A good, hard
Somebody
worker.
like yourself, Ollie.
Someone like you, Ollie.
Is there a saying for that in Germany?
You guys have got so many incredible sayings, the Germans.
I don't know. Like the backbone.
How do you say backbone in German?
Rückgrat.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds so rough.
That'll die, yeah.
Ollie
well,
from,
as we always say, man, German is absolutely the language of love, and that was just beautiful.
Yeah, it was. It was poetry. Ollie from Sudden Death, thanks for
Thank you
being
so
on the
much
show, mate.
for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming down.
Cool. Thank
Good
you.
stuff. And if you're in the area, you're coming down to Beervana. Can't wait to see you soon.
Beautiful.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. Smashing Pumpkins there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Friday afternoon, live from Beervana in Wellington, and a completely empty stadium at the moment, as you can probably tell from the echo fields.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty echoey out in this bastard here. Bloody beautiful. Got any shout-outs for us, Keyzie, on Shout-Out Friday?
Well, it's
Shout-Out Shy
Yeah,
Day.
it's Frat
Frat Out Shy Day, yeah.
Thanks, Mogi. Can I get a frat out to Horse down in Christchurch?
Oh, horse.
It's just started a
To
new
what?
apprenticeship.
Oh, yeah?
Right, okay.
Shout-out. Yeah.
Wonder why he's called horse.
I have no idea. A lot of people actually commenting on our big poll today, which is Wellington, yes or no?
Oh, yes.
Yes. No. Yes.
Wow, okay. Extensive.
No, too many bloody politicians there.
Oh, that's political. We don't do politics on the
Oh,
show.
yeah, big yes for Wellywood. Hell no. Spent way too much time sitting in hotel rooms because it's too arse to manufacture a motorway. Massive shithole full of weirdos. So, look, it's split. It's 50-50 at the moment in terms of Wellington, yes or no.
Very much so.
I've got to be honest with you. I've spent a lot of time in Welly, and I've had some good times, and I've had some not so good times.
Yeah.
I think it's fair
Can
to
you
say.
go into the bad times?
I've had some absolute shockers down here, no question about it, but also some great times. Did a lot of theatre, did a lot of comedy and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah, a lot of standing ovations.
Yeah, a lot of standing ovations, a lot of people throwing fruit and stuff as well, mate.
Sure,
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Booing.
Hey, fellas, you guys bag in Wellington. It's not really my thing. I love it here.
Yeah, sure. Oh, same.
And a lot of
Same.
people want to come here. For example, my wife and daughter were meant to be flying.
My wife!
We're meant to be flying down today at around
echo.
about, I think it was about 3:30 they were meant to be coming down. But we may have mentioned it. There's a bit of a wind outside, up to 100 km/h gales, northerlies, which is pretty standy. My wife and daughter got to the airport. The 3:30 flight got pushed to 4:40 the minute they arrived, and then 10 minutes later got pushed to 5:40.
Yeah.
But it says departure time 5:40, arrival time 5:50.
Oh, that's good. So
10-minute flight.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's the great thing about a good breeze behind you. You've got a 100 mile an hour gale blowing up your ass. You're going to get down here pretty quick smart.
It's going to be a hell of a landing, but it looks like it's slowly tracking towards being cancelled altogether.
Sure.
And so my wife is sort of tossing up whether we should just move the flights till tomorrow morning. They can just come down then when the weather's cleared a little bit. But my daughter, as soon as she heard that, she blew up. She's not happy. She's very family orientated, Keyzie.
Sure.
She loves her whānau, and so she's got 3 aunties down here, a couple of uncles, grandmother, all of that sort of thing, and a cousin. So she's adamant that she's coming down, and as soon as the chat started up about her having to go home, go to bed, get up and come back out to the airport, she's actually hijacked a plane.
Right.
She's hijacked a plane. Yeah. She's on the way.
Wow.
Can she fly a plane?
Yeah. Well, she couldn't, but she's self-taught. So she must have Googled it. Amazing what you can find on YouTube.
Did they leave...
And Instagram Reels.
Did they leave a plane sitting there with the keys in it or something?
No, she managed to overpower the air stewards, and they're trained just to sort of back down and let them do anything they want. Yeah. And she put a sleeper hold on the pilot.
Wow.
And then it's just taken off and is on the way down here. So we'll see whether she makes it or not, but I've got faith in her.
That's so weird, Mogi, because my youngest, exactly the same scenario. I was down here doing a show.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, and then my wife...
My wife.
And child were coming down, and they got their flights cancelled. And so my wife was like, "Oh, well, we'll get a flight in the morning," sort of thing.
Yeah.
And my daughter was having none of it and had a real little tantrum. But anyway, they did end up going home, and my wife went to bed. Next minute.
Jase.
My daughter, texts me when she gets down here. She's jet skied the entire. I don't know where she got the bloody jet ski from. But
all the way to Wellington?
Yeah, from Auckland to Welly.
Far out.
That's unreal.
Yeah, it is.
And how old was your daughter when she did that?
About 3.
That's exactly the same as what's happening to me at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, well, because my daughter, she's flying that plane, remember? She's hijacked the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, did you forget about that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hey, here's a bit of Black Sabbath for you.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed, Black Sabbath there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Friday afternoon, live from Beervana in beautiful, beautiful Wellington City. And I have to say it is a very surreal experience at the moment. We are literally broadcasting in a totally empty stadium, and the cleaners, Mogi, have just gone through with their little mobiles, sucking up those massive puddles of beer you were talking about earlier.
That's right. They've been collected and poured into the glasses that now sit before us on our DJ booth, as I like to call it, Hoity Joe. And you're right, it's odd, isn't it? Because we're here at Westpac Stadium, one of the great stadia, not just in New Zealand, but in all of the world.
Indeed.
Oh, really?
And to be here broadcasting when there's absolutely nobody here, it kind of reminds me when I've been here for every sporting event. Like, let's say the Hurricanes play.
Sure.
It looks very much like this.
Yes.
There's nobody here at all. The players are out on the field. There might be a couple of people sort of scattered around the crowd there, steamed or still asleep from the previous game. But by and large, this is what you get.
Absolutely.
So when the next session starts up around about 6 o'clock, and if you want to get involved in Beervana, there's still a couple of tickets around, so come on down. This place is going to be absolutely humming.
Quick question, fellas. You've had a chance to taste the BACKBONE Brew, courtesy of Hop Federation. What did we think?
Oh, so good. So good.
So very, very... I'll be honest with you.
Fragrant, crisp, refreshing.
I'll be honest with you. Pugsan poured one for you, Hoity J. Poured one for old Keyzie here. He's sucking back one right now and just taking a rest. I think he must be on the gram or something like that. I haven't had one yet.
Have you not had one?
I haven't had one yet.
That's bloody outrageous. It's so surreal actually at the moment that I think I may be dreaming.
It's weird.
You know what I mean? I would not be surprised if I woke up at some point in the next few minutes with a massive rager.
Yep.
Going, God, that was weird. I had a dream.
Someone behind you?
And then And then I'd, turn up for the show today and go, fellas, I had the weirdest dream that we were doing a show in a stadium, but there was no one there.
It's got zombie sort of vibes to it, doesn't it?
It does,
That's like 28 days later or something like that. There's nobody around except a few steamed people.
And you'd tell us about your dream, and then we'd be like, oh, that means you're dying.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The stadium represents you, and the lack of people represents a lack of life, a.k.a. you're dying.
My God. This is the first time in my life I've realised I'm dying in my dream.
Yeah, crazy, right? You're in a dream, Jase. You can do anything right now, man.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Hey, Jase, take your pants off.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, do
Hey,
it.
here's Tame Impala.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, Tame Impala there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Friday afternoon, live from Beervana in beautiful Wellington City. Now, because it's a Friday, of course, the Friday Throbber coming up after 5 o'clock, fellas. And I believe the theme today is drinking, unsurprisingly.
Well, we're at Beervana, and we've started doing topics or themes for the Throbber, so we've each chosen a song which is strictly on theme. Beer drinking.
That's right.
Responsibly.
That's right. And of course, music and rock and roll has a very tight relationship with drinking. So, I mean, it was difficult, wasn't it, Keyzie, to just make one choice, because there are thousands and thousands of possibilities when it comes to a drinking tune.
We're about to do the Throbber in a few minutes' time, and I'm still tossing up between 3 songs.
Yeah,
I am
exactly.
tossing up.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And got some pretty strict rules around the Throbber as well, too. So really looking forward. I hope nobody's sort of overstepped any boundaries or fallen short in any way. That would be a real shame.
It would be
Yeah,
a
totally,
shame.
man. I found the same problem, Fuels. There were so many thousands of songs to choose from. I was what's the sort of tune I'd like to listen to when I'm having a few beersies? You know what I mean? So
That's not it. Jason,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's not the theme,
It's not
though.
the theme.
That's not
no, it's beersies.
No, it's not what you want to listen to while drinking a beer. It's beer-themed songs.
Hey, there's been some pretty wild interpretations of things. But anyway, listen, we've also got a bit of sport chat after 5 o'clock and some improv chat.
Yeah, can't wait.
Great stuff.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
It's the Hauraki Big Show's Friday Throbber.
Oh, yeah, boy. And I can tell you, it is absolutely going off here in Wellington for the Friday Throbber. I just gave old Keyzie and old Mogi a real pantsing in the table tennis, so that was a lot of fun as well. Hey, now listen, of course, the Throbber, we each choose a tune that will kick off your Friday night into the weekend, fellas?
That's right, Jase. And you call on 0800 Hauraki, you vote for which one you like the best, which one you want to hear in full, and then that person gets to play it in full. Shall I go first? I think I'll go first.
Well, shall we tell them what the theme is?
Yeah, I was about to. The theme today is drinking responsibly, of course, because we are at Beervana. So I went for this absolute tune. Oh, crank that. Oh, yeah. Metallica. Whiskey in the Jarro. Tune. Yeah. Such a good tune, man. Right on theme there, Mogi.
She's an absolute banger, that one. And in fact, I also chose that song, Keyzie.
You're joking.
But I had a vibe when Pug's son looked at me. I said, somebody else has chosen that, haven't they? And it was Keyzie. And he said, I'm not saying anything. And I thought to myself, it'll be Keyzie because you've won before with that one, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I did win with that
remember
one.
the good
Yeah,
times,
yeah,
brother.
yeah.
So I've gone with another Throbber that is drinking related, and this one is from Guns Roses.
Oh, is it the Night Train?
Great stuff.
It is a goodie. Could have done with a couple more seconds there, Dilly, just to give us some lyrics, but all good, brother.
Sure. Yeah, well, like you fellas, I'm just thinking rockin' tunes, I'm thinking a few beersies, I'm thinking drinking tunes, and I came up with this absolute banger. Oh, so good.
What's the name of this one, Jase?
Aurora.
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 By the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Faith that one down, Dilly.
Yes, so
obviously
good.
The first issue is it's not a throbber.
It is an absolute
Jase,
belter.
no, seriously, do we need to cancel the Throbber? Because what you've done there is you've chosen a song that's not a Throbber and isn't drinking related. And Pugs also gave you a warning about this 48 hours ago and said it's not drinking related, and you still haven't changed it.
I think we let the people decide.
Why? It
fellas,
doesn't
as
matter because it's
always.
not a theme.
No.
Okay.
It's not within the theme. And even when they suggested this, I said, what about one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer as a song from George Thorogood? So you could have done that if you couldn't think of anything. But
I said Chumbawamba.
I'll just choose a song.
So the Throbber that you chose about the dress or whatever, the most tenuous connection to
What are you talking
Throbber,
about?
the one you did a little while back.
Oh my God! What are you talking about?
But that's fair then. But Jase, can you explain to us the connection between that song you've chosen and it having drinking-related themes in it?
Well, you need to listen to the whole song to understand.
Yeah, well, you just have to break it down for us.
I don't have to. You just need to
Jase,
listen to it, and then you'll
Jase,
get it.
it's simple.
But
We'll cancel the Throbber.
Look, let's get the people deciding, shall we?
Yeah, do you want to hear my one or Mogi's one? 0800 Hauraki, give us a call now. And in the meantime, we'll hear
You guys are so angry.
an actual Throbber audio slave show me
Look,
how to
I
live.
tell you what, if I win this one, we can put another asterisk on it, all right?
No, absolutely not. We're canning the segment because you clearly don't care anymore.
I reckon we let the people decide.
Thanks, mate.
Let's take it all the way
Yeah,
through.
totally.
And, oh, my God, you're going to have so many asterisks.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
It's the Hauraki Big Show's Friday Throbber.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to the Big Show live from Beervana in Wellington, the Friday Throbber. The theme today was drinking, fellas?
Sure was. And can I just say, it's thrown a real cat amongst the pigeons. We've been enjoying a very solid brotherhood at the Big Show for quite some time now. And then you have little events that sort of take place. They seem small on the surface, but then they have a huge effect on the team and morale, if I can say that. And we've come up with a theme. The theme is drinking. And yet, Jase, today you've decided to completely ignore the theme and just choose a song that you like. And that is an odd decision when there's been multiple suggestions of songs that you could have gone with, but you just went, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the theme. I'm just going with the song. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Because
I misinterpreted it, fellas.
That's a lie, Jase. That is a lie, Jase. I pulled you up on it, and you said I can't be bothered choosing a new one.
Can I put it this way? It's about drinking, right?
Responsibly.
It's drinking-themed songs. Yes.
Yeah. Well, drinking.
No, drinking-themed songs.
So
That's
it's
the
a
theme.
That is the
tune that
theme.
if I was having a few beers...
No,
And
it's
let me
the
put it
theme.
to you this way, Jase. Pugsan warned you about your choice a couple of days out. I suggested a song
That's
for
actually
you.
not true.
Keyzie,
No, yes, it is.
Keyzie suggested a song for you
I only
as well.
gave-
All drinking related, but you have chosen to throw that back in our faces for some reason, Jase, and you said, no, I'm just going to choose a song I like. So if this was me and I had chosen this song, I'd expect both of you to say, that is not related to the theme, you're out this week.
And also,
so what do we do here, Jase? I mean, I just don't know what to do with you, mate.
This is such...
and it's the disregard for this thing we
I'm
built, this
loving
glorious
the
thing.
I've never seen Keyzie so
I'm
furious.
fuming. We built this amazing thing.
I
Okay,
think
fellas.
Keyzie is hungry, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
a lot
he's
of it is
hangry.
he is, but
I'm
yeah.
hungry for a Throbber, and you've served up an absolute shitter.
No, fair enough then. I'm out of the race tonight because I think, you know, team morale is more important. And Keyzie is just in such a hurr of a mood about it.
Jase,
I'll stand down.
No,
this
it doesn't
week.
matter. No, it's fine. It's just the disregard for what we've built here as a whānau. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just upsets me. So I think next week you should be banned and Pugsan should come back in. But you should still submit a Throbber and we'll look at it.
It's got to be. This week he's out or he's in, and then we get on with our lives. But I don't know. It's very weird to me. We've got to set rules in place.
Look,
We do.
as I say, fellas, I'll withdraw myself from the contest
All right,
with my head held high.
Sure, and people can still vote for you, and we'll see what would have happened. But
That's the other thing. There's no way I was going to win it.
All right,
it's a great tune.
Well, just quickly, here is Jase's Throbber that he chose. It was Aurora by the Foo Fighters, not at all related to drinking.
What?
That was it.
That was it. I wish it was that. I really do wish it was that. Yeah, there you go. Like, it's a fine song.
Oh, it's a tune.
It's a nifty little tune.
We were in the studio the other day, and this was on, and Jase was going, "Man, this is a tune."
It's a great tune.
Yeah, man.
So that's where that idea came.
Yeah, meanwhile, this is my drinking-related song. It is Metallica, Whiskey in the Jarro. Listen to that, man. Straight bad.
Boring.
On topic, though, and then, of course, Mogi had Night Train by Guns N' Roses.
Douche.
So good. Should we go to the lines and see who's voting for what?
Sure, man. Let's do it. We can't actually see the phone line, so we're just going to have to say hello to whoever's online. G'day, caller. Who are we speaking to?
Is that me?
Yes, mate.
Hey, just before it's Hayden Allen here. Just before I vote, can I ask what Keyzie recommended to Jase first?
Chumbawamba.
Tub
I
thumper.
probably would have voted for that. You should have gone for that.
Yeah, exactly. So who are you voting for instead, man?
Whiskey in the Jarro.
Oh, good on you, mate. You've got great taste. So that's one for Whiskey in the Jarro. Let's go to the next caller, shall we, Jase?
Yeah, let's do it,
tearing
man.
up, man.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Look at him picking up. G'day, caller. Who are we speaking to?
Hamish.
G'day, Hamish, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. What are you running with there, Hamish?
It's a no-brainer. It's Hoodie J.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
It's a tune.
Good on you.
One for
Backbone.
Hoodie J, Hamish. Never call the station again, Hamish. We have to go to another caller.
Oh, please don't vote for me, because there's going to be a big fallout. Who are we speaking to?
My name's Luke. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, good, thanks, Luke. Yourself?
Not too bad so far.
Good on you, mate. What are you running with there, Luke?
Well, I was just going to say, amongst a band known for its absolute thumping ballad, you've chosen the most ballady of the lot, mate. So, yeah. I don't understand
Thanks,
how
mate.
this works. I'm going with Keyzie, I think. I'm going with Whiskey in the Jar.
Oh, good on
yeah,
you,
good
Luke.
on you,
The
Keyzie.
second worst song. Good
You're,
on you, mate.
You're a man of great taste. Here it is. Metallica, Whiskey in the Jarro, a genuine throbber.
Great stuff. Turn it up, New Zealand.
Thanks, Jase.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. That was your Friday throbber this Friday afternoon, and thank God Keyzie won it, is all I can say.
Thanks, Jase. That was Whiskey in the Jarro by Metallica there. The theme today was drinking songs because we're at Beervana in Wellington. And Minogue, we have to decide what we're going to do with Jase, because if you've just tuned in, not only did he not really choose a throbber at all, he didn't even choose one on theme. We warned him that it wasn't on theme. Pugsan did, and he chose to ignore that and say, I don't care, I'm picking it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, what we need is a score update.
Yeah, I got that.
So we know where we're all standing. But it's like Jase finds the competition so easy, or he's got pity for you or something. I don't know what's going on.
No,
but
he'll
he sort
play
of-
it off as that.
He sort of wants to let you get back into it. But I think banning him from the competition is its own punishment. And hopefully moving forward, he'll start taking the throbber seriously and start offering a serious third option for all those backbones out there who listen to our show, who work so hard, who toil hour after hour to get to the throbber at the end of the week and get on it.
That's right. Jase, have you got anything to say? And I know you're going to pretend that it's a song that you choose because you like drinking beers with it, but genuinely, have you got anything to say to the backbones out there that you've let down?
Well, first and foremost to Mogi, kia kaha, mate. And look, you know, I understand there's been some controversy, and as I say in my defence, there has been some very tenuous connections to some songs that have been played as throbbers.
Sure.
I think that's a fair point to make.
There was
Sure.
one.
No, there was a couple.
But-
No, the second one was a joke.
And I can say they have been tenuous, those strands. But at least those tenuous strands...
Spider webby, can I put it?
But at least they existed. And in this particular example, there was zero relation.
The worst part is, I
doesn't even care.
I heard Jay saying, I know that it's not on theme, but I just don't care. I heard him say that. And this is a segment that is beloved by New Zealand backbones across the country, and that's the attitude you're bringing.
Well, look, you know, at the end of the day, there was the right outcome. Hoity J was not rewarded for his choice. That's a tune. If you are having a few beersies, pump that bastard up. You'll be having a good old time.
Yeah, Aurora, it'll put you to bed. Do you want a score update?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, go on.
So out in front still on 10 wins, old Mogi.
10, jeez.
Dominating.
Jace, you're coming second
Yeah.
on 7 with 3 asterisks, but I've given you a 4th one. For just...
I can't have a 4th if I haven't won it.
No, but you just get another asterisk. Either that or I dock a point. And then I am on 6.
And then bringing up the rear.
Yeah, I'm on 6. But my 6 doesn't have a single asterisk. It's fair and square. It's squeaky clean. And I have been playing the throbber with honour.
Yeah,
Yeah?
fair enough, fellas. Lesson
Bit of a
learned,
wound, though, isn't
and I'll do better next time, all right?
I just don't think you will.
In the meantime, I'm probably going to go out and have a durry.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah,
pissing rain.
everyone's
You're a
gathering out
backbone,
front.
Oh, they are too. Damn it.
Go and do it. If you're coming down to Beervana, we'll see you soon for the night session.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, yes, indeed. Guns. Roses there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Friday evening. We're live from Beervana in beautiful Wellington City. Special treat, actually. We've got Ryan from Beervana, who's organised this majestic gathering of people. Ryan, you mad bastard, how's life?
Pretty good, mate. We're through the first session.
Yeah.
Once we get through that one, it's clear sailing.
Yeah. Is that what it is for you guys? You get a bit tense and nervous for the first session. Is it all going to work out? Is it all going to be
absolutely.
okay? Then boom, she's away and running.
If you remember, we talked last year. This is what I do all year.
Yes.
So I work for a year to this weekend, and as soon as there's people in here and they're drinking beer, buying stuff, as soon as it works, the beer's pouring fine. Beer's like people, man. Needs a little time to get going. The taps need a little bit of warming up, as it were. So,
And the other thing I remember from last year too is, as soon as this finishes, you're straight on to 2025.
Yeah, pretty much, mate. We're just making sure everyone gets paid, and then we start reporting to everyone, all of our partners, and then we're into, what does the next one look like?
How good's reporting, man?
Oh, it's my favourite thing, bro.
Tell me about that. What is reporting? Just saying.
Can you report on the reporting?
We are supported by a whole bunch of sponsors. We're supported by the city,
right? Yes,
and they invest in us to bring people to Wellington from all over the world. And, we have to pay with that by reporting to them.
They want to know how many numbers, man. Who
how many? Who bought what?
Where did they come from?
How many beers did Keyzie have?
How many hotel nights that they brought to the city? I think we bring 9,000 nights.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a good one. I always say, whenever I'm doing anything, I just say 9,000 nights.
That's what I say.
You make it up, and then they tend to believe you.
It's my biography is going to be called
9,000 nights. Yeah, nice. Just on that front, though, I mean, what sort of numbers are you looking at in terms of people coming from outside the city?
It kind of ends up averages over the years, and this year's no different. It's about 60% from Wellington, 40% from outside of Wellington.
Yeah, nice.
But I think we've got about 500 people from Australia this year.
Wow.
And I think there's even 20 people from California, probably more. I met a guy from Hawaii who's come over. That's that kind of thing, Aloha.
That's amazing.
Yeah, in fact, his beer blog and his writing is Aloha Beer. So,
wow.
Keyzie, you're on fire tonight,
I might start a blog called Kia ora Beers.
You should.
People send me their beers and then I write a blog about it.
Yeah, nice.
And you go. No, you go. You go, Keyzie.
Okay.
Your turn.
What do you got?
Ryan from Beervana.
Yeah.
You obviously, this whole thing started with a passion for beers, right?
I think, it originally, in 2001, started as events around the city by the Brewers Guild of New Zealand, just to celebrate the awards time, and then that grew and grew and eventually ended up in the town hall, and there was 1,000 people, and then in 2011 it was taken out of the town hall and put in here, and then it took I think maybe the fifth year, it finally made its whole way around the stadium.
Well, that's for them to move from the town hall to the cake tin.
Yeah.
Were you okay? We're just
the year before that was the first time that I volunteered at the festival.
Yeah.
Which means that I haven't been as a punter to Beervana since 2009.
Right.
Oh, it's a shame you're missing out.
I know. Apparently it's a good time.
Yeah.
People tell me. And the others who say they didn't.
Well, you must score some free beers, surely.
Oh, yeah, afterwards. 11 o'clock tomorrow night when everyone's left and we've got an hour to pack out, then that's when I get to have some beer.
Yeah.
And then go into town and hopefully everyone's happy. And then on Monday they're calling me up going, where's my money?
Yeah. How much cash do they make? Report, please, Ryan. Report.
Now. One last question before we let you go, Ryan from Beervana. Are there any tickets left for tomorrow's sessions?
But the day session is sold out. But we look behind the couch, and I think we found about 100 tickets, so there's walk-ins for that.
Right.
And then for the night session, there's a bunch of tickets available.
All right.
So
sure.
Just on the website, or just rock up. Yeah.
.nz.
Yeah.
Or just rock up if you're a mad dog.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, congratulations on another successful year by the looks of it, man. Can see the punters lining up for the next session, going into their Friday night, and probably a big weekend.
Yeah. Hopefully, Jase.
Yeah, totally.
Good stuff. Should I play some ads?
Yeah, do it.
Thanks, Ryan.
As long as it's an ad for Beervana.
Oh,
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, totally.
Reporting.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Jihad there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this glorious Friday evening, live from Beervana in Wellington. But right now, it's time for...
Quiet on set.
Sound speed.
Lights.
Camera.
Action.
Now it's time for the Big Show Improv. Yes, indeed. A bit of improv on a Friday night, fellas. Why not?
I'm keen.
Pretty exciting stuff, and of course we started this segment because Jase, you are Keezie's agent.
Yes.
And we're trying to get Keyzie as much work as possible, and the best way of doing that is when you're not booking jobs, you've got to make sure you're honing your craft, and what better way than improv?
Yes.
To hone
absolutely.
my craft.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the deal? Who's doing it with me tonight?
Well, no, it's going to be you and Mogi tonight, I believe. Oh, no, sorry, me and you tonight, Keyzie.
Yeah.
And Mogi's going to set up the scenario for us.
Okay, so setting the scene here, Keyzie is a massive fan of beer festivals.
Right.
Mate, you've flown in from California.
Okay.
And you're bloody excited about this because you've heard about Beervana from all the way over the other side of the world there. You've got your own little brewery there. And you've come down to check it out. You're coming in, you've lined up, and you've come in for the evening session there. You've gone up to the first bar that you've come across there, and Hoity J is working at the bar. Okay, and action.
Oh my god. I absolutely love your beers.
Yes, sorry, mate. What are you after there?
Oh, no, G'day, by the way. My name's Randy. I've flown in here from California, and I just wanted to say, man, I'm a huge fan of your beers. You know, it just doesn't taste the same over there on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying, man? G'day, man. Randy, how you going?
Look, Randy, we've got a policy here at the beer festival of to not serve inebriated people.
I'm not inebriated, baby.
Well,
I'm just American.
Trust me when I say this. What was it? Randy, was it?
Randy.
Sorry, where did you say you were from?
I'm from Cali, baby. Cali, woo!
Oh, Cali. Oh, okay.
Can I have one of your beers, man?
No, well, as I say, mate, we've got a very strict policy with regards to people that are intoxicated, so I'm afraid I can't serve you today, mate.
You're a funny-looking fella, ain't you?
You've got that sort of doughy-eyed look, and you're looking a bit glazed there, mate.
Well, hot dog, man, you got to give me a beer.
Maybe just move it along a bit there, fella, and maybe find somewhere else. Maybe go and have a glass of water or something like that.
Oh, but water.
Security!
Oh, hang on now. Let's not get
Security!
Let's not get silly.
All of a sudden, Keyzie bursts into tears because it looks like his trip has been a complete waste of time.
Why, man? I came all the way from Cali, man. I just want to try your brews.
Yeah, well, mate, that's no reason to take your pants off. And it kind of proves my point.
Well, I took my pants off.
You've clearly had too many already, and
I haven't had any. You won't serve me. I'm from Cali, hot dog.
Well, I'm listening to your accent, mate. I'm not convinced at all you're from Cali. It sounds Nicaraguan to me.
Boy, howdy, I am upset.
Security!
Hoity J's patience runs out and he takes the law into his own hands.
Just give me a beer, man. What are you doing?
All right, dickhead, let's go. Douche!
And scene. Really good.
Really?
Yeah, that was really good, Keyzie.
That was really good.
Okay.
That is like most of the Americans that I've ever met.
Yeah. Because, I meet an American and they start talking and I immediately think they're pissed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they've got that sort of crazy enthusiasm about them. So that was really good work there, Keyzie.
Oh, thanks, fellas.
That's your best one yet.
Do you reckon I'd have a shot at maybe getting like an American roll on something?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah, welcome back, you mad bastards. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Live from Beervana in Wellington, and I've just opened the second session, fellas, and in pour the punters.
Yeah.
just a deluge of backbones.
Massive backbones.
You know what I mean, fellas?
Yeah, totally. I know what you mean.
Yeah, man, fellas, it's so good.
Now, listen, we also did our Big Show outro as normal today, but I don't know if we're not doing that now.
We're not going to do that.
Okay.
What I was thinking, though, is we could update the big poll. What do you think?
Oh, yeah,
Of
great
course.
idea there,
That's a really
Keyzie.
good idea.
Yeah, let's do that. Here
That's
it is.
strong from you.
An update of today's big poll.
The big poll.
All right, so today's big poll. Wellington, yes or no? Predictions, fellas?
I'm going to say... I'm telling you, hand on heart, I have no clue.
That means nothing.
I'd say 60-40 yes.
Yeah, I'd say it should be pretty close to 50-50.
The result is 47% of people say yes to Wellington.
Oh, okay.
53 say no.
Oh, Mogie's nailed it.
Yeah.
Mogi's absolutely smashed it out of the park.
Yeah, totally.
And the best part about that is, I don't even have to check whether he cheated or not because he is honour. You know what I mean, Jase?
I'm really under the gun tonight. Pugs has been having a go at me as well. It's just been all on.
It has.
I don't know what's happened.
The sad thing is, man, you bring it on yourself.
Well, I guess I did.
Yeah,
You know what
And
I
for
mean.
those that have just joined us, check out the podcast at 7:30 tonight when it comes out. Hoity J basically doing a massive piss all over the name that is the Throbber, ruining the segment, and he's been given a one-match ban for next week.
Oh, another edition.
Did we not agree to that?
But the good news is that Keyzie won it, and thank God for that, because your wife rang me after the Throbber, and she was still in tears, but they were tears of relief, Keyzie, that you'd won the Throbber and that it wasn't going to ruin your weekend again.
Yeah, well, I have won, but somehow you've managed to sour that taste, and it has still ruined my weekend. But that doesn't mean it has to ruin yours, New Zealand. I believe up next we're going to be chatting to Simon from Hop Federation, who crafted our Backbone Brew.
Oh,
how good.
Which is bloody exciting.
And that's going off, by the way.
Oh,
it is.
It is going off.
Keg after keg, douche.
And I can personally vouch for it and say it is bloody good.
Good stuff, Keyzie.
Responsibly, of course.
Well, let's get back into the tunes this Friday night. Here's a bit of Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, cheers.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, tune. Groove the Marta there, and you're listening to The Big Show live from Beervana in beautiful Wellington City. Got an absolute treat now. Our next guest, Simon from Hop Federation. First and foremost, mate, how are you, you mad bastard?
Not bad.
Yeah, good?
Not bad for a Friday night.
Yeah, not bad. Hey, can I ask you, how's it been going? How was the first session for you fellas?
Yeah, pretty happy with the first session. I thought it was going to be a bit quieter than that, but we got pretty slammed.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, we smashed out that backbone.
It looked like a lot of people got pretty slammed. We got in here a little bit later, and there was some pretty bleary-eyed looking human beings out there. I don't know if it was because they getting blasted in the face by that northerly, or it was because of the delicious beers they'd been imbibing. But people enjoy themselves here, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They're loving it, eh?
Yeah, and you're in you are in prime position.
Yeah, bro.
People come in here, they hang a left, and bang, there's Hop Federation.
Right, yeah.
How good.
Yeah, no, real happy about it.
They're back-to-back years as well.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, good
right
on
next to you guys.
Question for you, Simon. You witnessed, just as we arrived, just as the show was about to start, a dangerously old man, almost Jase's age,
Not quite.
falling into a sign and then into the speaker and then knocking the kegs over and 2 bench seats as well. In your vast experience, was he steamed responsibly, or was he just old and off balance?
Let's go with old and off balance, I reckon.
Yeah.
But what it did like was Jase ran over there pretty quickly. And,
Oh, look,
saved
we've all
the day,
been
really. It
there,
was quite
mate.
good.
We've all been there, and it was that slow sort of tree fall of the highly inebriated.
Yeah.
But now, listen, what we really want to know is, how's the Backbone Brew going down?
Mate, it's going real well, eh? We've just smashed, I don't know, just over a keg and a half on the first session, so it's good, and it's pouring down really nicely now.
Yeah,
and
nice.
It's tasting damn good.
Yeah,
It is.
the
I'm
fellas
real
have been
happy.
telling me it's a beautiful bouquet, lovely crisp. It's a Pilsner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Pilsner, yeah.
Can I just ask you a question, because I'm a doofus? What's with the half glasses? Is that a taster,
It's
is
a
it?
taster, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so you can get a taster for like $3.50 or something.
That's the one. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
you
it's
knew the
no
exact price, Jase. It's like you were told the price just before the
It's
interview.
incredible, isn't it?
It is
It's
amazing.
incredible.
Simon, given the reins of a brand like Backbone and asked to make a Pilsner, was that quite a a hefty thing to be lobbed your way, or do you think you guys are well up to the task?
Oh, I'm a pretty big fan of a Pilsner, so give me anything else and I wouldn't have been happy about it.
Right,
so,
okay. So you were like backbone Pilsner?
Yep, right into it.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Simon, in terms of things like this, like Beervana, do you guys see an appreciable kind of follow-on from doing something like this? You know, because obviously there'll be a lot of people that won't have tasted your beer before.
Yeah.
Is there a bit of a kickstart from that?
Yeah, it's you would definitely see a good rise, and you know, with socials and all that sort of stuff as well, it's all over the place. So,
sure.
You know, people kind of brand recognition and stuff like that. So this is what Beervana's about, is kind of getting your brand out there a bit more and getting people to follow it.
And how important is it, Simon, from Hop Federation, to get that brand recognition in there early in the session, rather than later on in the session?
That's right. Yeah, 100%. Everyone's forgotten by the end of it, right?
So that's why you want to be by the door, right? Because people come in straight away, they're ready to go, and they will remember your brand.
Yeah, and then with the last blur as they leave.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's smart stuff.
That's when you shove some sort of information about your brewery in their pocket, you know.
Well, that's when you can't pass and then you collapse against the
thing and smash it.
And then the next thing you know, you got Hoity J going through your pockets before you know what's happened to you.
Yeah, he actually had quite a lot of cash on him, to be honest, Logie. Did very well. Well, Simon, congratulations on that, mate. And I'm stoked to hear that the old Backbone Brew is going well for you.
Yeah.
Let's get through another couple of kegs before the weekend's over. What do you say?
Hell yeah. Should be able to drink that, eh?
Good stuff, mate.
Good on you, mate.
Responsibly. Thank you very much.
Yeah, responsibly, obviously.
I agree.
Thanks, Simon.
Cheers, guys.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed, Van Halen there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Friday evening, live from Beervana in Wellington City. If you can hear us out in the crowd, give us a backbone, would you? Yeah, backbone, yeah.
Backbone, yeah.
And as you can probably hear in the background there, millions of people have just poured in for the second session, but we don't want to get distracted for this next section, do we, fellas? Because it's a very important night for rugby league.
That's right.
Time to chat footy with me, Keyzie. What are the Warriors up to?
I'll tell you what the Warriors are up to tonight at 8 o'clock, Mount Smart Stadium, or should I say Sean Johnson Stadium. They're taking on the Canterbury Bulldogs in their final game at home, 2024. Sean Johnson's final game on home turf. To be honest, I don't think he'll play next week. I think this is going to be his final ever game.
Oh, big cool.
You know what I mean?
Hot take.
Every second game he's been missing anyway due to injury. Just heard some big news. Josh Curran is out for the Bulldogs. That means they've lost Josh Curran and Max King from their prop rotation, which means through the middle they are tiny, Mogi, tiny.
Absolutely tiny, and yet they're sitting in 5th position on the ladder. They've got 32 points. When you look at them, we've got 21. They have been going brilliantly. The best defensive team in the competition, Jase, as you were discussing earlier on when we're off air.
Yes.
Look, I really want Sean Johnson to get a victory in his last game. His first game was against the West Tigers on June 2nd, 2011. Keyzie, you'll remember that really well.
Yeah, of course.
But I've got a feeling they're going to get absolutely hammered. But what's your prediction there, Keyzie?
The Warriors or us tonight?
Well, you watching it, but I think the Warriors in general, they're going to struggle.
We've discussed this already. Like when you stack up the facts, I think that the Bulldogs aren't the Penrith Panthers. They aren't the Melbourne Storm. They are due to have an upset game.
Yes.
They can't just win every game from here on out, no matter how good they are. I think this is the one, Jase, just before you jump in. And to be honest, I've got a hunch that not only will the Warriors get the job done tonight, I think Sean Johnson will score tonight, whether it's through his own brilliance or someone gets through and they chuck him the ball to score one last try.
Yeah.
Look.
Well, there you go.
If I was a betting man, which I am, by the way, I'd be going Sean Johnson anytime try scorer. And if you want to win a $100 bonus cash bet, text TAB to 3483 right now.
Well, there you go. The curse is in.
Yeah. Now, listen, I know this is a pretty
Jase.
I know this is a pretty emotional.
Bet responsibly.
Yeah, man. I know this is a pretty emotional night for you, Mogi. You're a huge Sean Johnson fan. And I've also noticed, and it's been slightly concerning me, you've been hitting the bottle hard of late because of the emotional toll that's having on. Well, responsibly hard.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure you're okay. Are you okay?
Yeah. Look, I think we're all going to miss Shawnee. It hasn't been his year on the paddock, but when he has been on there, he's bloody good looking.
He's such a good-looking fella.
He
I
is.
think people forget about that.
Yes.
You know, I mean,
I don't.
yeah, he can play a bit of rugby league, but my God, you know, if I was that way inclined, I'd go there, 100%.
Yeah.
So what's your take on tonight's game then, other than that you do Sean Johnson?
Look, as I said during the week, I think that the Warriors are going to take it out.
Yeah.
I don't know what the weather's like up in Auckland.
It's meant to be fine.
Yeah, I think it's a nice day. So dry track, fellas.
Yeah.
I'm picking a Warriors victory to send the gorgeous Sean Johnson off in style.
Beautiful.
I'm picking the same thing. I don't know, man. I'm just going to watch the game. I'm not picking it either way. I just want him to score a try, the fans to get him behind him, and everyone to have a great night at Sean Johnson Stadium, because it's the one and only time it will be named that. It's pretty bloody epic.
Yeah, go you great man. In the meantime, here's Hot Chat.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, Kings of Leon there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Friday evening live from Beervana in beautiful Wellington City. The second session has opened, and as you can probably hear in the background there, filled to the gunnels, fellas, filled to the gunnels.
Filled to the brim, I'd say,
Yeah,
Jase.
to the brim, yeah, good, Keyzie.
Of course, there are over 300 different beers on tap here at Beervana, and there are still some tickets available tomorrow, so go to beervana.co.nz. And also, we chatted to Ryan, whose event this is. He said they're accepting walk-ins tomorrow.
Yes.
So if you're missing out, if you have a bit of FOMO, just show up tomorrow and you should be able to get in. But right now, as per usual, it's time for...
We're off to find the hoorie of the day. That was all right, fellas.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad,
Yeah, well done.
What are we looking at there, Keyzie?
What's today's brewery of the day? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Have you heard of Three Sisters Brewery?
Oh, hell yeah.
It's my favourite brewery.
Same.
Yeah, I know, yeah. No, carry on.
Heaving with industry awards and an epic lineup of delicious drops, Three Sisters Brewery will be making their return to Beervana this year. That's now.
Yeah,
Wow.
cool.
They're literally here in the building with us.
Wow.
Pretty crazy. The outstanding husband and wife team, Joe and Sarah, have been brewing up a storm from the old TSB building in New Plymouth and are sure to delight you, the punters, with a tasty sip or two. Catch Three Sisters Brewery at Beervana right now, today and tomorrow.
How good.
Wow.
How good.
Have you had that before, Woody J?
What's that, mate?
Three Sisters. Have you ever had Three Sisters, man?
Yeah, I
Jase?
think, yeah. It was bloody good.
Was it?
It was really impressive.
That'd be a highlight, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you've never tried it.
Have you never tried Three Sisters?
If you've never tried Three Sisters, definitely give it a crack.
Yeah, I reckon.
You know what I'm saying, mate?
Yeah.
How did you manage?
Well, look, you know, I'm one of those guys that will give everything a bit of a nudge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Keyzie just before, and I was a little bit confused, was asking me if I'd be his wingman tonight. I don't know what a wingman is. Can someone... maybe Pugson. I mean, you
so
can
what
join...
what a wingman is, Jase, is I'm pretty keen to have a massive affair tonight and blow up this great marriage I've got going.
Oh, right. Okay.
Wow.
And I was like, look, I'm in Wellington, I'm in a different city. Why not just everything I've built in the last 12 years, why don't I just throw all that away and get you to help me do it?
Good shit, man. About time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, like, if it looks like, you know, that it could happen. Hoity J's your wingman.
Well,
just
you're the man for the job, because I've watched you do it 1,000 times when we're on the road.
So, be a wingman.
Yeah, no, like have affairs and stuff.
Oh, right.
Who's the best guy for the job? Hoity J.
I mean, Keyzie, I mean, if that's what you want to happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, I've got some moral issues with it, but, you know, if that's what you want.
My issues aren't moral. It's more of a practical obstacle that Keysie's going to face out there in the bars around Wellington.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we had the improvisation yesterday of the pickup scenes, didn't we? And it didn't go well for Keyzie.
Yeah, well, I think I'll go better tonight.
But that does make sense now why you wanted to do that improv as a warm-up for your trip.
It wasn't at all just for a bit of fun radio content. It was because I want to have an affair. I'm having it tonight.
Yes.
And if I wanted to have a stable relationship, I'd obviously go to Mogi for advice.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But I want to blow everything I've got to smithereens, hence why I came to you.
You'd be a good wingman, though, Hoody J.
Do you think so?
Well, what you got to do is, obviously, Keyzie will stumble his way over to some lucky lady there, and then you've just got to come in and pump up Keysie's tyres.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it is.
What would you say?
What kind of stuff would you say?
Actually, that's... I don't know that I would be very good at that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, how about this? Why don't you just do your usual thing where you have an affair, and then I'll just, if they've got a friend, I'll just chat to them.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
Let's do that. Do you want in on this, Mogi?
No, I'm all good.
Well, you've got your
I've got my stable marriage.
Yeah, your
so
stable
yeah, I'll
marriage, yeah.
keep that. But yeah, you guys go ahead.
Okay, well,
good on you.
You want to come along, Pugson? Yeah, Pugson's going to come with us. Actually, we'll need Pugs there, won't we?
Yeah, we will.
Well, you know why.
Yeah. But can I also just give a big shout out to Three Sisters Brewery, today's brewery of the day.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
There you go, you mad bastards. That's the big show done and dusted this Friday night. Should we stay or should we go, fellas?
Well, that is the big question, Jase. I know what my answer to that question is going to be.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to stay.
Good on you, mate.
Just in case.
Yeah, good on
boy.
you, Keyzie.
I'll just tie things up out here.
Yeah, sure.
And just sort of keep an eye on things.
Hold down the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good stuff, Keyzie. Good stuff.
Yeah.
What are you up to tonight, Mogi?
Well, there's a bit on, isn't there? Obviously, the Warriors are playing later on.
Oh, yeah, man.
Meant to be going to catch up with the wife's family, so...
you can flag that, surely, if the Warriors... I mean, will they be watching the Warriors, though?
No, I don't think they will be, but they will be.
Yeah, they will
know what
be.
I mean? Yeah, they will be,
Yeah.
What about yourself? You were saying that obviously you've got to go back to the hotel room and you've already got your hand towel laid out beside the bed. You're ready for action, so a little bit of a burger, a little bit of hand towel.
Yeah.
No, I thought we were having an affair tonight.
Well, no, that'll be later on. But I'll probably go back, see if I can find a few blue movies.
Is that like old-timers speak for a porno?
Yeah,
right.
A couple of those maybe.
Yeah.
Then I'll probably watch a few sort of Sky classics.
Yeah.
Then I'll reluctantly head out into the cold and wet and the wind and be old Keezie's wingman for the night.
Good on you, Jase, because I'm keen for an affair tonight.
Yeah.
Keen to blow this thing wide open. Can I just quickly top 3 things that happened tonight at Beervana? Number 1, obviously the old guy falling into the speaker and knocking everything over.
And I'm devastated that I missed that because that's one of my favourite things in the world is people falling over and old people right at the top of the list.
Yeah, and he'll be feeling that for a while. Like he had a fall in front of us and it was great. Second one will be the guy on the stag do kissing Hoity J's honker.
Yes.
That was one of the things he had to do.
Hell of a huge mouth he had on him.
Yeah,
he really sucked my honker, I can tell you.
Jesus. And the third thing was Jase pissing all over the Throbber and ruining it for this foreseeable future. So it's been a really great evening here at Beervana in Wellington.
Yeah, look, I love coming down to Welly.
Yeah.
I've got a real affection for the place. So am I doing the Throbber next week or not?
No.
Oh, okay.
We'll have a chat about it next week.
Yeah, maybe next week we'll have a chat.
Actually, Brett, we'll have a chat. Bring a support person.
Yeah, sure. Now, listen, I want to thank the Hop Federation too. They've been good bastards, Simon and the team. If you haven't tried a Backbone beer yet, get your asses over there and try a Backbone beer. Support all these great brewers around the country. Another great event by the looks of it. It's another day tomorrow. There are walk-ups tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah, and there are tickets available, beervana.co.nz as well.
Yeah, as always, it's been a pleasure bringing you the big show this Friday night. Until Monday!
See you later.
See you then.